You hear all the time that the market is traded by machines. By machines. More than 80% or more than all the trading is by machines. What does that really mean? I'm Bagger Don at StockMarketCaddy.com. And I have some questions for you, and then I'm also going to answer some of those questions. But do you think that machine trading is simply a bunch of people on the floor of the exchange or a bunch of people sitting at their computers trading by machine? Looking at a screen and or watching the news or doing whatever and putting in the buy and the sell? No, that's not trading by machine. Because in fact, the floor traders, people who used to trade on the floor, they're gone. They used to have little handheld computers, but they're gone. Do you know that all the banks are closing all those big trading rooms? Remember all the big trading rooms you would see, and there'd be a machine, and there'd be a person in front of the machine? Well, they're all gone. Those machines are gone, and the people are gone. But I said that most of all the trading is done by machine. Yeah. Yep, out of view. They don't need people because they make decisions to buy and sell entirely. Called It's not just machine, it really should be called artificial intelligence. Ooh, what's that? Well, that's basically humans programming machines to execute orders in a manner and fashion that is better than what an individual could do. Kind of like robotic surgery, right? Still need surgeons. You still need surgeons to run the robot, but robotic surgery for prostatectomies. So, what are you going to do about it? What does it look like? And what does it mean for you? Do you just shrug your shoulders and just say, the hell with it? I can't beat the machines. I can't trade with them. That's a bunch of crap. No, no. You're looking at a screen. By the way, I apologize for the definition or the visual quality. The videos that we make for our private members, we pay for a service where we get high definition. You get the same view that we get. YouTube is a little on the cheap side, so if you want to see this more clearly, you might want to hit the high definition button. But you're looking at the S&P. This is the S&P. This is the ES contract. We're utilizing what we call a case bar, KASE. It's the most mathematically accurate chart you could possibly use. We have some indicators on here. This, for instance, is an indicator. This is our proprietary indicator, the SMC GPS combined indicator. And then we also have here, if you're fascinated with Fibonacci's, we have created something that we call Fibonacci World. Fibonacci World. And when price hits certain levels, or every pivot point is measured in relation to the previous pivot point, and when we get a collection of Fibonacci numbers like we did over here, like we did up here, like we're kind of doing right in here, that can help our machines make decisions to buy and sell based on Fibonacci numbers and based upon what the indicators are showing. So much so that we literally, just have to make sure that the electric stays on and our internet connection stays on. Of course, we can always go in. I mean, we don't work for a bank. I don't work for a hedge fund. Self-employed. I'm a professional trader. And for our private members, we share these signals. We share the concepts. We share our expertise with like-minded people. That's right, for just $99 a month. But I want to more than just show you this and show you a trade. I want to show you what goes into building an artificially intelligent algorithm to buy and sell stocks, ETFs, futures, options. So let me show you. So let me try to show you in less than, I only got 5 or 6 minutes left. So let me, everything starts with an algorithm with this. This is where it all begins. And this is, it starts with an idea. So you've got to be, and this is the problem, but you've got to have some trading experience to come up with an idea that is worth pursuing. So, if you're new to the game and, the people at Schwab and the E-Trade Baby and so forth have told you, oh, yeah, you just trade these moving averages. Well, we can actually show you empirically that that doesn't work. But, if you had trading experience and you have an idea that that you want to test, what does that mean? Well, you want to, before you commit your time and your capital, you actually want to program this idea you want to program the idea so that you can test it. Well, how do you do that? Well, you got some, what I'd call very sophomoric, or some of these platforms that you patch things together. You just patch them together. And what a lot of people do is they don't have any clue of, they have no trading experience, and they have no software or coding experience. So they just take a hodgepodge of other indicators and patch them all together, and they do that for years and years and years until they blow themselves up or lose a bunch of money or lose their mind. Most of them don't last more than 90 days. So, but what you need is, so you need trading experience for idea, and then you need to know how to code. You need to learn how to code. And then you need a platform that will enable you to write that code, and then you can backtest your ideas. Backtest, which means that you can put it on the computer and run your concept, whatever it might be, and to see how it would have done historically in the past. But there's a big but there, and we all know what that is. What happens in the past does not necessarily happen in the future. Oh, crap. So what do you do? I mean, do you just run it and then you lose some money and say, oh, crap, that didn't work? No. If you have a really good platform that enables you to do all this programming, you have something else called a walk forward optimizers. walk forward optimizers. In particular, the platform that gives you, the tools. Just like, if you're going to have a garden, you need the right tools. The platform, the company that gives you, in our view, the best tools is TradeStation, hands down. But you've got to develop some experience, and you have to go get that. And then you have to learn how to program. If you're really, really serious that you want to beat these machines and trade with them, then you got to learn how to code. And then you got to learn how to backtest. And then you got to learn how to do the walk forward optimizer. And what you can do, it's so empowering to give you an idea of the things that you can program. You can program the time of the day that something starts or ends. You can program the price levels. You can program the price advance. You can program volumes. You can actually program or develop an engine to run on one market. Maybe your idea is when the dollar goes up on such and such a time frame, on such and such a day, or parts of a day, gold goes down. Maybe. I don't know. So you develop a program to run your idea first, maybe on the dollar. If you can identify and get a good program to run off the dollar when the dollar goes up or goes down, and then you can look for relationships from there. And you can back test it, and then you can forward test it. The problem is, the challenge is, most people have no trading experience. They just think they're machine trading. They think they're sitting at a computer and buying and selling, that they're machine trading. No, they're not. Nope, that's not machine trading. So they have no experience. And then, if you even if you have some experience, like the floor traders, they may have experience trading on the floor, but they have no experience coding. So now they got to pay somebody like me to code it for them. That can be really, really expensive. But for our level 2 members, by the way, we will help them code as much as we can possibly do. We don't charge them. They can come at us and, as much as they want. Run these ideas and that idea. And, we'll do what we can. Pretty neat. Because what happens is you could have traders that have ideas, but they don't know how to program. And then you got programmers that are selling all kinds of crap all over the internet for thousands and thousands of dollars, but they're not traders. And so you don't know if it works. And then you don't know how to backtest. So we have the trading experience, we have the coding experience, we know how to backtest, we know how to walk forward optimize. And we encourage our members and we show our members day in, day out. One of the reasons why we don't lose private members is how we go about building these systems and what the results are. Not that it's going to work all the time in every market, on every market. Things change. But what's beautiful about having a performance report from both of these, and you have some, and this is the key, some expectation of performance or a model. Now, when you're trading, if you are trading and it's consistent with your model, then you just keep running it. When it falls off the wagon, so to speak, and is no longer performing, maybe you need to re-optimize. Let the computer tell you, something's changed. This market is now much more volatile, and you need to recalibrate. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you got to trash it and do something entirely new, but we have a library, And we choose the systems that we're going to run each and every day. Kind of like a golfer. He's got a bag of 14. I mean, we can have unlimited, but he's got a bag of 14 clubs. When he gets on the green, he wants to putt. Some days you want to trade intraday. Some days you want to be trading, options for 2 or 3 weeks. That's the sort of thing. That is what machine trading algorithmic trading is all about. We have been doing this for 15 years, at least, my wife and I. I come from a surgery background where I taught surgeons how to do surgery, and trading is not surgery, but we treat it as if it is. And Susan comes from a background of IBM and Lotus Software and computer-based training and things of that sort. And we married we married our loves, but we also married our expectation and our experience and our knowledge. So in our trading experience and our coding experience to develop these systems. I hope that helps give you an idea, not what you're up against, but what the opportunities are and the potential are. If you need a mentor to help you get to where you want to be, feel free to join. It's $99 a month. It's no long-term contracts. It's month to month. We don't make specific recommendations to buy or sell anything. It's entirely up to you. You develop your own game. That's our philosophy. You develop your own game. We will try to help you get to where you are. We can't promise you you're going to make money, but we can promise you you'll have fun. We can promise you that you'll learn. And if you work half as hard as we have, then you should do fine. You should, but that'll be up to you. There's 4 stages of learning, and if you don't know what those are, you might want to check. But if you want to just ignore all that and ignore all this and just, lay down a bunch of money on the VIX, or lay down a bunch of money on gold, or lay down a bunch of money on Bitcoin, and then get into useless and pointless arguments with people on the Twitter sphere, Bitcoin's going up, Bitcoin's going down, or listening to the Contrary News Bubble channel. BK said, Bitcoin's going up, and this guy said it's going down, and throwing your money around. Have at it. It won't last long. Good luck. Feel free to check us out. Better yet, feel free to join.